Have you ever felt an eerie chill, a shiver down your spine, and wondered if it was more than just the cold air? There's a realm where the rational and the inexplicable intersect, a shadowy corner of existence that defies our understanding of the world. It's here that we find tales that beguile the mind and quicken the pulse, stories that transcend the mundane and venture into the realm of the supernatural. Today, we tread the thin line between the known and the unknown, the logical and the illogical. We enter into the chilling world of true crime, a place where reality often seems stranger and indeed more terrifying than any work of fiction. But these are not your average tales of horror. These are stories that blend the gruesome details of real-life crimes with an uncanny twist, where the supernatural leaves an indelible mark on the narrative, giving an extra layer of fear and fascination. These stories, as chilling as they are, draw us in with their mystery and their darkness. They make us question the limits of what we know, what we believe, and what we fear. They blur the boundaries between the living and the dead, the natural and the supernatural, the rational and the inexplicable. Is it our morbid curiosity that draws us to these tales, or perhaps our longing to understand the unknown? Do we seek the thrill of fear, or are we attempting to make sense of the senseless? Regardless of the reasons, there is no denying the hold these stories have on us. They stir up our deepest fears and our most profound fascinations, making us question the very fabric of our reality. As we embark on this journey, prepare yourself for a chilling encounter with the supernatural, for a glimpse into the dark underbelly of our world where crime and horror intertwine in the most inexplicable ways. Brace yourself, for we are about to delve into the macabre and the mysterious, the gruesome and the ghostly. Tonight we delve into a story that is as horrifying as it is mystifying. Picture this: a quiet town, a seemingly normal day, until a discovery shatters the peace. In the heart of town, the morning silence is broken by a chilling discovery, a scene so gruesome it sends shock waves through the tight-knit community, turning their ordinary lives into a nightmare. It's not just another crime scene, it's a horrifying tableau that defies all logic and reason. The local law enforcement, seasoned in their line of work, find themselves grappling with shock and disbelief. The scene before them is a spectacle of terror, the likes of which they've never seen. The victims' remains, a horrifying sight, are scattered in a pattern that seems to depict a sinister, cryptic message. The community is paralyzed with fear. The whispers of the gruesome crime echo through the town, each recounting more terrifying than the last. The air is thick with dread, the people's eyes reflecting a fear they've never known before. The very thought of a killer lurking among them is enough to send a shiver down the spine of the bravest soul. Yet what truly sets this crime scene apart are the bizarre, unexplainable aspects. The strange symbols etched around the scene, the peculiar arrangement of the victims' remains, the inexplicable lack of any forensic evidence. It all paints a picture that's far from ordinary. It's as if the crime scene itself is an enigma, a riddle waiting to be solved. The investigators are left scratching their heads, the pieces of the puzzle refusing to fit together. It's a crime that seems to defy the laws of nature, a scene that resonates with an eerie sense of otherworldly dread. The more they delve into it, the more it seems to slip away from their grasp, like trying to hold on to a wisp of smoke. But the most chilling part of this tale was not the crime itself, but what happened next. As investigators dove deeper into the case, strange occurrences began to surface. Unexplainable phenomena began to punctuate the already gruesome investigation, adding a chilling layer of supernatural intrigue. At the heart of this mystery were pieces of evidence that defied all logical explanation. Objects would move without human intervention, leaving the crime scene investigators unnerved. Crucial evidence would disappear from secure locations, only to reappear in the most inexplicable places. The air would chill abruptly, the lights would flicker, and an eerie feeling of being watched would creep over the investigators. Reports of spectral apparitions began to circulate among the team. Shadows darted in the peripheral vision and whispers echoed through the otherwise silent crime scene. This inexplicable activity was not confined to the crime scene alone. Investigators reported strange happenings at home, feeling an unsettling presence following them long after they'd left the scene. The lines between the natural and the supernatural seemed to blur, casting an even darker shadow on the already horrifying case. The community, too, was not spared from these chilling events. Residents reported seeing ghostly figures and hearing unusual sounds in the night. The fear was palpable, a shroud of terror cloaking the entire town. The whispers of haunted folklore grew louder, as people began to wonder if the gruesome crime was somehow connected to the town's haunted history. The supernatural elements of this case left even the most skeptical investigators feeling uneasy. The fear and confusion were no longer confined to deciphering the criminal mind behind the murder. It had transcended into a realm that defied scientific explanation, a realm that toyed with the very fabric of reality. These chilling events left everyone questioning. Was this merely a horrific crime, or was there something more sinister at play? As the town grappled with the horror and mystery, the case took an even more disturbing turn. The investigation, fraught with uncertainty and fear, finally reached its unsettling conclusion. The truth, it seemed, was stranger and more horrifying than anyone could have imagined. A series of shocking revelations began to unfold. The prime suspect, a seemingly ordinary man, was found to possess a disturbing fascination with the occult. His home was a shrine to dark forces filled with eerie symbols and cryptic writings. The layers of the case started to unravel, revealing a chilling connection to the supernatural. Each piece of evidence seemed to point towards a truth that defied logic. The authorities were left grappling with a reality that seemed lifted straight from a horror novel. The suspect, it appeared, firmly believed he was in contact with malevolent spirits, entities he claimed instructed him to commit the gruesome act. The lines between the physical world and the spectral realm seemed to blur, leaving the investigators in a state of constant unease. The suspect was eventually apprehended and brought to justice, but the disturbing elements of the case left an indelible mark on everyone involved. The chilling narrative of a man driven to unthinkable acts by unseen forces was a nightmare that haunted the town. The conclusion brought with it a sense of relief, but the supernatural twist left many lingering questions. Could it really be possible for the living to be influenced by the dead? Or was this just the delusions of a disturbed mind? The answers remain elusive, adding another layer of mystery to an already macabre tale. As the final chapter of this terrifying true crime story was written, it was clear that the echoes of the supernatural would continue to haunt the narrative. The town, forever scarred by the horrific events, was left with a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows of the ordinary. Yet even as the case closed, a chilling feeling of unease remained. In the aftermath of such a terrifying event, one can't help but wonder, what if it happens again? There's a palpable sense of fear that lingers in the air, like a thick fog that refuses to lift. The community, once bustling and vibrant, is now shrouded in a veil of trepidation, their lives forever altered by the gruesome crime. The impact of the crime reverberates beyond the immediate victims. It seeps into the very fabric of the community, leaving a chilling imprint on the collective psyche. Parents hold their children a little tighter, neighbors eye each other with suspicion, and the once familiar streets now hold an eerie silence. The echoes of the horrifying event are heard in every whispered conversation, seen in every wary glance. The unexplained phenomena persist, casting a long, dark shadow over the town. Strange occurrences continue to unsettle the residents. Flickering lights, unexplained noises, and chilling whispers that seem to originate from nowhere. The local lore grows, feeding off these anomalies, adding to the unease. Speculations abound. Some believe that the supernatural entity, the specter of the gruesome crime, still lurks around, unable to move on. Others suggest that the fear and trauma have opened a portal to the other side, attracting more entities to the town. A few even suggest that the crime itself was a result of a malevolent force, a curse perhaps, that has now made its home in the town. But amidst all this, there's a glimmer of resilience. The community bands together, supporting each other through the fear and uncertainty. The shared trauma has created a bond, a collective strength that they hope will see them through the unsettling times. As we leave you with this chilling tale, remember, sometimes the most horrifying stories are the ones that are true. The echoes of this gruesome crime and the haunting aftermath serve as a stark reminder of the thin line that separates our reality from the unknown, the tangible from the supernatural.